Okay. Whew. Well, since we know for a fact that Jacobson is not coming,
Yeah.
we can get started anytime. Why is this so heavy?
What's the band with Flea as the bassist?
It's not
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I
Okay.
was about to say it's not Red Hot Chili Peppers, is it?
I'm sorry. I'm watching Mana play a video game with his mouth. It's really funny. Red Hot Chili Peppies. Peppies on my neppies. Peppers on the neppers.
Okay. I'm juggling and stressing a bunch of stuff because I'm trying to get it all underway and everything before I go out of town on Thursday.
I know that feeling. I too am going places on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to Seattle.
Ah, I'm going 30 minutes.
I've just got our dogs keep getting out, and I think they got in a tussle with another dog, and so now our dogs are gotta like stay inside on a permanent basis, but they're definitely not house dogs, and so much that they're not like perfectly potty trained for indoors yet.
Yeah.
Um, and then I've got my Seattle trip, which I'm slightly stressing because I mean I've gone to Seattle dozens of times. I've not gone to Seattle while our freaking government is shut down and our TSA people are not getting paid.
Yeah.
So I'm stressing having to get there that extra bit early to make sure I'm not held up by that. And then just stressing to make sure that uh, I have money and Rindy back home has money. Like, she's a cavalcade of stuff on my brain while I'm trying to just get to the day.
Yeah.
Because I know
Oh,
as soon as I get there.
hold on just a sec. I'm getting a call.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I done did it.
Okay. Ready to just kind of get going?
Yeah.
All right. Guess since Jake is playing hooky, I've got to come up with an intro.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, dang, you're live. Hold on. Should have been watching you.
Eyesight. All right, cool. Cool. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Hello, dear viewer. Do you sometimes feel like there's a feeling you can't really quite describe the feeling? You can explain where the feeling came from. You can mention where you see the feeling, feel the feeling, things that happen that cause the feeling. You might be in a situation where you just really are really looking forward to something, but that something can't come fast enough, but is also coming too fast. You might be sitting there going, will this ever end? While also saying, man, is this going to get started anytime soon? You may be sitting there going, gosh, I have a 140-point lead, followed by, gosh, why did I lose? This feeling is a hard feeling to understand. This feeling does not have any immediacy or rhyme or reason where it comes from or why it happens. The only thing that we can help with is giving you the best medicine that we have found for that feeling. This is the Quick Pop Podcast.
Step in the rain, feel the roar of the crowd. The Quick Pop boys, they're screaming loud. Ace is the face of the place, no doubt. Ron so strange makes for weirdness counts. Jake's in the corner, grinning like a sin. One simple truth, Jake Cody wins. Quick Pop Podcast, feel the steel. Wrestling chaos, it's all too real. Step on the mat, take your stance. Ace, Ron, Jake, this is your chance.
Yes, that is right. This is the Quick Pop Podcast. I am Ace of Spades Card, and I, as always, am joined by at least one illustrious co-host, one Raunchy Ron. How are you doing, sir?
Hey yo, what's good? Let me hype it up a little bit. Yo, this is the Quick Pop Podcast where we're not dealing with existential crises.
I mean, maybe you aren't. Someone out
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you were having a time. Is everything okay?
Yeah,
Do you need apple juice?
yes, we're a podcast for all, and so you just want to make sure that the crowd that doesn't get heard from often, you let them know, hey, we see you, we hear you, we got you.
It's crazy because I'm now starting to see a trend with all three intros.
Yeah.
So I have like the weird, offlandish, like out of the blue. It's gonna be really fast or it's gonna be really awkward.
Yeah.
Jake has the ones that's slightly comedic and you could riff off of it, while yours is like introspective and very calm and very, very tonal.
It's
And
called the calm before the storm.
yeah, and I'm the storm, baby.
That's right. That's why I say you gotta have a little balance. You can't be all hype all the time. You got to balance, because if you don't balance, then it's just pure chaos all the time, and no one gets a chance to breathe. Can't have all 5 stars.
No, you definitely can't. Looking at you, 3-star General Cody Rhodes.
Who calls him that? Does he give
It's-
himself?
no, it's what we used to call him back in the day when he was on the Indies and when he was with New Japan. He was the 3-star General.
I think he's
But
lost
back in the pre AEW.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a wild time to think about.
yeah. No, it's pretty crazy.
How
Yeah,
you been,
it's
Ron?
like, I mean, I lost pretty bad last week.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I had everybody heaping praise, like, wow, look at your defense. Wow. And I was like, yeah, but like, I really wish that like my bench tight end wasn't my bench tight end. They were like, nah, you don't need that. Wow. Look what you did. Wow. And then sure enough, I really needed those points. I wonder. Okay. So let's be real. Let's take a look at this real quick so let's crunch some numbers.
Yeah, no, you would have won if you had swapped Sam Laporta with
Yeah. So
Pat
I
Freiermuth.
was 25 points short, right? So yeah, if Laporta with his 450 wasn't there, and Freiermuth was there, that's what at least a 27, 28 point difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have won. So it was literally everybody else can have stellar, showings. I mean, Stafford overachieved, Jamar Chase overachieved, Shaheed, we're gonna have a talk. But Scatabo still did well.
Oh
Warren did
yeah,
well.
Mr. CTE.
Right.
Cam Scatabo.
Scatabo.
Scatabowski.
Pickens did good. Laporta didn't, but I mean, that's just it. Like, that's why, and that's the thing. That's the part that ticked me off. Is any other time I don't look at my tight ends as like clutch, because they never are like clutch. They just kind of perform.
Yeah.
And then
Well, given Sam Laporta is a better tight end than Pat Freiermuth, like hands down. It's just Pat Freiermuth. He was involved in a shootout.
Like, I don't know how. And then of course, Cleveland defense somehow can I tell you what's crazy is like,
well, they were playing Miami.
They were playing Miami, but like typically, like you could still have like a team that you're good against, and you might get like maybe 20 points, similar to what Denver had.
Yeah, but I mean, Miami sucks.
They do. It's just, it's crazy. Like, and that was the only change that should have been made. Like, Stroud didn't do any better than.
Oh, don't get me started.
Nobody else. Everyone else was.
I hate football right now. I hate football again.
I bet. I'm so mad because everything in me was like, I've got this in the bag, and then somehow, all of Jake's, like, I don't think anybody underperformed.
Denver underperformed
by like 3 points.
Yeah.
Everybody else overperformed. It's crazy. Like, he had the ideal except maybe Kansas City on his bench. He had the ideal like starter to bench setup.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think like you like, well, how did the other teams go? And like Nerdtacular got like to 190, but both me and Jake 200-point plus games.
Yeah.
So
Stu got
Jake,
185 without putting in an extra wide receiver.
right?
Yeah.
Was a whole wide receiver down. That's why I think I would.
He would have
Oh,
hit 200.
That's why I think like I feel bad for you when you say like you hate football. Like I
hate
get
football.
He had a man down.
Well,
Which
I
you had a
mean,
man down too.
yeah, because the honorable thing, and plus also, I legit like forgot about things because it was a busy weekend for me.
I mean, no, an argument can be made for me is too, but like, man, I was going up against Jake, and he has beaten everyone on the podcast once, sometimes twice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't doing this. I ain't putting up with this.
No, I'm gonna talk with Stu tomorrow, and because he's gonna help me out with a couple things. But yeah, and tell him, hey, take it easy on me next time, okay, buddy?
Now I got Seth.
Oh well, Seth sucks this year.
Yeah, and what's funny is I jokingly told him, I was like, hey man, do you just like operate in on again, off again seasons? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, well, you had an off season, and then you had the most on season, and now you're having an off season. Can we expect that next season you'll be doing well again? He's like,
Nah.
I'll give him credit. A lot of the people that he picked, like, I mean, even like his draft said, his draft was good.
Yeah.
And then they just never showed up to work.
Right. Or they showed up to work, but the opponent showed up to work.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's just crazy. Like, he had some decent names on there.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Derrick Henry has definitely phoned it in this year.
Yeah, he has.
He has decided.
Yeah,
he
has.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Although I can't really talk because Ashton Janty, he decided to give me a duck. Well, the entire Raiders gave me a duck, but at least Houston got me 30 points.
That's true.
Too bad they can't win.
They can stop other people from scoring points. They just can't do it myself.
Yeah, no, I need them to win because I'm hating football. I'm about to get mid-season salty about my Texans.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, they're like what, 2-4 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to get salty.
Hey, if it's any consolation, the Titans.
Yeah, but the Titans been shitty. I'm just saying.
You look at some of the people they bring on, and you're like, there's got to be like at some point, like you can't straight suck. You're not the Detroit Lions. You're not the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to like stumble into success.
Yeah.
And they haven't.
Nope.
Although did you hear where Jerry Jones said that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be boycotting the Super Bowl this year because of Bad Bunny?
Oh, cool.
And everyone said, oh yes, that's why they're boycotting the Super Bowl.
It's not like you could go to the Super Bowl.
Not like you could go. Oh, when I saw that he with his whole chest said that, I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, with his whole chest, he gave his best defensive player to Green Bay, who just so happens to be, if playoffs were to end right now, Green Bay would have that first round bye.
Yep.
So, yeah, Jerry Jones, that really worked out for you, huh? You stupid. I hate football.
I'm not there yet, but I'm right behind you for sure.
Yeah. I mean, hey, at least you're still like playoff bound. I'm struggling.
Yeah, but if I keep having another one of these like should win and then don't.
Well, just stop going up against Jake because Jake has our number apparently.
Nah. No. Let me look. Do I face him again?
You're facing off against Seth, so yeah, you'll get the
No, no,
win
no, no,
here.
no. I mean like ooh,
Oh,
soon. In 2 weeks I get him again.
yeah, no, I get Jake next week. So,
And then I get him the week after that.
yeah. It's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. Hey, should I do a quick pop quick minute right now?
You know what? You should do a quick pop quick minute.
This is a quick pop quick minute.
This is a quick pop quick minute.
Welcome to the Quick Pop Quick Minute. I'm your one and only host of this wrestling port within a wrestling podcast, Raunchy. The Quick Pop Quick Minute allows us to get up to date with the wrestling news so that we may or may not cover on the show. So let's ring that bell and take it home. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee captured the WWE World Tag Team Championship by defeating Finn Balor and JD McDonough in the Judgment Day on the October 20th episode of WWE Raw, injecting fresh momentum into Styles' career ahead of his planned 2026 retirement. Seth Rollins has been stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship after undergoing major surgery and being ruled out of action, prompting WWE to schedule a battle royal immediately to crown a new champion. Sir Mo, real name Bobby Horn, former WWE Tag Team Champion with Men on a Mission, has passed away at the age of 58 following a long illness, leaving the wrestling community paying tribute to his legacy. And that just so happens to be the 1, 2, 3 on the Quick Pop Quick Minute. It was quicker than usual.
It was. And you know what? I felt bad because I kept listening for anything with like minute or 60, and I was like, are we both off of it? Because neither of us have put up a segue.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I am dealing with wrestling burnout right now, my friend.
Oh yeah? Too much wrestling or just like in general burnt out?
In general, burnt out because let's see. Yeah.
I ever so slightly feel you, but we probably have it for two totally different reasons.
Okay. What's your reason?
So mine is a burnout of like feeling like I have to struggle to watch wrestling because, and I think it's just been about in the last month or so, Raw has not been consistently at the same time. It's now on ESPN for the PLEs. I still don't have the capital to be watching AEW stuff, like ordering that. And so you just start to sit back and go like, okay, well, it feels like every other week Raw is either starting like at 9 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or they're going out of town, or they're going to some PLE. And so you're like, oh, cool, what is it? That's great. And you're like, well, maybe I'll catch AEW. Well, AEW is still on all the nights that I'm doing stuff. So like Wednesday night is church, Thursday night's Warhammer night, Saturday night I'm trying to spend with the family instead of neglecting them. It's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And so it's less of a burnout of watching wrestling and more just like burnt out trying to struggle to figure out where to watch it this time. That's really more what it boils down to. Like I want to watch wrestling. I want to enjoy wrestling, but like this past month alone on all fronts, it's been hard to like have a consistent time to sit down and catch it.
Right. You know what? I'm actually right there with you. You made all those points, and all those points are one of the reasons why I am burnt out on wrestling. Second reason is I'm burnt out in general. Just because I haven't had a weekend to myself since September, and I'm not going to have one until November.
Yeah, you are definitely in like prime
I mean,
season.
Yeah, like this next show that I'm having this weekend, I think is going to be the last show of the year for me because I need to start getting it together. But
Did I tell you the thing that I'm going to has evolved from me just going to it to like actually doing stuff?
oh yeah, you're John Halo.
Yeah. This was supposed to just be like, oh, I didn't get to go to PAX this year, so let's still have my Seattle trip. Let's go check out Halo Worlds, and see some competition. Get back to my roots. All that kind of stuff. And then that has evolved into like, for 2.5 hours each day, can you run the live stream camera for the community corner, and can you help set up the community night on Thursday night at Spin Seattle? And can you? And I was just like, oh, okay, this got a lot more involved than I thought it would be.
Yeah, look
But
at you.
but
You're getting your stuff out there.
it's paid,
Yo,
as
there
far
you
as I
go.
know. Like, they were told that it was going to be paid.
Are they
I would
gonna
have
pay you in like Halo bucks?
No, it'll be real money.
It's real money.
That being
What
said,
what is the currency in the Halo universe? Is it
so
bucks?
like in the game or like in the lore?
I- whatever sounds cooler.
Well, like neither really, because in the lore, I think it's just the standard sci-fi like credits.
Okay.
But I think in the game, the only currency is called like Spartan points.
Oh, okay.
You can like buy Spartan points or something like
Hmm.
that.
John Halo better.
What?
Yeah, to make your John Halo better.
Well, we won't even get into Infinite's weird way of doing their like armor customization.
Yeah. But there you go. You got a little paid chicken going on the beanstalk.
Well, what was funny is I would have done it regardless, because my bro Dust is wanting to do stuff or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. The digital currency you can earn is called Spartan points. The digital currency you can buy is called Halo credits.
Oh.
Not sure that's much better.
No, not really.
Anyway, it was supposed to be just like, hey man, I know you've got a lot on your plate. Do you need anything? Because one of the things that he's really putting into this, that why he's putting so much effort into it, is he is retiring from his podcast.
Uh-huh.
He has been doing Podtacular, like the unofficial Halo podcast, for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And so
Are you taking his place?
No. They're merging with another podcast network, and like someone else will be officially taking over for Podtacular. He's not leaving the Halo scene, and he'll probably still do a lot of stuff with them, but he's no longer going to be the lead like editor and runner of everything. So this is the last Halo Worlds that he'll do as like lead of Podtacular. So he's making it this big blowout and everything.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, hey, can I help you with anything? And he's like, yeah, do you think you could do this, help out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then it evolved into like, hey, can you work the camera? And we're pretty sure it's a paid position. And I was
He's
like,
getting
all
you
this.
ready. He's getting you ready.
What's even funnier is I think I told that to Rindy, and she was like, oh, nice. And I was like, yeah, if you don't think I'm fitting to put camera operator at Halo World Championship 2025 on my resume,
Right.
you're
gonna do it.
It's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah. Ace is gonna be John Halo in real life.
Speaking of,
yeah,
Randy, more specifically, my wife, who I had the like foresight to be like, hey, would you like to put in your picks this time while I'm thinking about it, because I'm making the pick 'em. That's what helped, is I was making the pick 'em, and so I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Did you see her picks?
No. All I know is that I lost again.
I think
let me pull
you
it up.
specifically would be proud because she changed her name first of all,
Mm-hmm.
and
To Razzmatazz, right?
Razmataz Rindy, and then she put in all of her picks.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, she didn't do too bad.
What I'm more wanting to highlight is how she apparently channeled you because
Yeah.
she started putting stuff in, and I was like, coconut cookie. What the hell are she talking?
Yeah, that's a Samoa.
Joe.
Yeah.
Time after time, timeless Tony, like Kyle, like all of
And
her
then
stuff. I was just reading it, just going like,
dinosaurs and Mike Tyson pronouncing Tekla.
yeah, that one was
Yeah.
my favorite.
That one popped me. That one
The
popped
one that
me.
sounds the most emo.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's getting into some like uh some Ron territory of like, what do you mean, just for clarity's sake?
Yeah.
Like I knew what she meant, but also I was like, that one's gonna need to be a little bit clearer.
Yeah, no, definitely the Hurt Syndicate sounds more emo than
Oh,
the
yeah.
Demand. The
But yeah,
Demand sounds like a song, while the Hurt Syndicate sounds like a band.
the demand sounds like something that Panic at the Disco wrote on one of their seminal albums. Yeah.
The Demand sounds like a Hoobastank song because you got the Reason and then you got the Demand.
Yep. God,
Not
Hoobastank.
a perfect person. Okay.
God, you just
Yeah.
the
Dude,
nostalgia that just
beef.
rolled through me.
Oh, yeah. No, it's good. It's good stuff.
Mm.
See, now I wish Jake was here.
Did you hear that on my mixtape? Like, I can remember putting that on like a custom cassette.
Who poisoned Jake?
That's a good question.
I need to get to the bottom of this.
And I want to put something out here right off the bat because there was a few
Okay.
finger pointing at me. And I think,
Who's pointing the finger at you?
well, first of all, you and Jake.
Oh, then I should be pointing the finger at you.
You were.
What do I know about you poisoning Jake?
First of all, nothing. Second of all, rumors like that can get real fast. So let's chill. But third of all, and most of all,
Jake isn't vaxxed.
no, he is.
No, that's how you got him.
No, he is.
You gave him the did you Aaron Rodgers him?
Ron. Oh, did I come over and push him down because I'm a big baby who doesn't like it when other teams' football players are rough with me?
Like, you ever watch what's it called? Sunday something by Caleb Presley? He made Aaron Rodgers close his eyes, and then they took like an empty syringe and they injected him, and they're like, now you're vaccinated, because Aaron Rodgers was like anti-vax.
Oh, still is.
Yeah. But it's just funny. It's funny.
I will say
So did you vaccinate Jake?
No, I didn't vaccinate Jake. Jake is
So you
already
poisoned
vaccinated.
him.
And do you know why? There's a really simple explanation why I can tell you that Jake is vaccinated.
Because he had it.
Because his wife works at St. Jude.
Oh.
He would be required to be vaccinated to come visit her.
Oh.
You got to think of the simple ways. But my number one reason why I want
How do you know Jake's vaccination record?
It's not a no. It's kind of like I know that my mother.
You know what vaccinations he has and has not gotten. Oh, the plot gets deeper.
It's more like I know my mother is vaccinated against basically anything that you can be vaccinated for because she works in a hospital.
Okay.
So I don't know specifically what and when and where he got vaccinated. I just know more than likely he is vaccinated due to his proximity
But
to
you see, you're the only one that's thinking about that. I have no clue on if he's vaccinated or not because poisoning
You
Jake is
brought it
not
up.
in my radar.
You brought up
No,
all this.
I brought it up because I'm sleuthing right now.
Well, this is me stating.
You didn't say for the record. You didn't say for the record. You're not
You never stated this was on the record.
okay. This is on the record.
Okay, well, for the record, I did not poison Jake.
What did you do to Jake?
And do you know why I can full on confirm that I did not poison Jake?
Okay, how can you full on confirm that you did not poison Jake?
Because that's more work for me.
Oh, we know how you like to don't do work, Mr. I'm gonna become Mr. Host of Podtacular.
I'm not.
You just said that you were doing like the camera operating and that you're replacing Dustin and
I didn't say
all of that stuff. You're gonna be John Halo. You're gonna be in Halo 6, the Armory Wars by Coheed and Cambria.
Actually, that's not a thing. Also,
that's so wild.
Also, it's funny you say that because they are supposedly supposed to announce what the next Halo title is at this Halo Worlds. So,
is it going to be called Halo and Beyond because they called the first one Infinite?
I don't know. The rumors state that it's not going to be Halo 7.
What makes Halo Infinite?
Well, do you want to know, or is this just for a setup for a silly joke?
Oh, there's no silly joke about it. I'm just trying to get down to who poisoned Jake.
Okay, well,
if the information that you're going to tell me is pertinent to me solving this crime.
Because I have this kind of dumb, because like of the top 3 things that I know, it's like Warhammer, wrestling, and Power Rangers. Halo is right there, like close 4th, maybe sometimes 3rd. So I know a lot about Halo. And I can tell you that the reason it's called Halo Infinite is because Microsoft had big britches on when they named it, because their thought was, we're not going to release another Halo. This will be the last Halo that we release, and we'll just continue to add on to it and add new stories, campaigns, multiplayer, blah, 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 and everything to it. And then they immediately didn't do that. And so now you have this title that's called Halo Infinite to imply like, oh, we're just going to run with this. It's kind of like if you wanted to play Call of Duty right now, you don't go like download Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 6 or whatever. You download the Call of Duty app and then you launch Call of Duty 7 or whatever you're trying to launch.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be like that, where like you would launch Halo Infinite and then you might launch like some campaign or some DLC story or whatever. That's what they had planned for it to be. It's not what it did, but that's what they planned for it to be.
You sure do retain a lot of knowledge.
I told you, it's like number 4 on my like known things that'll trigger my, autistic ADHD. Like, I know about this thing.
Then is number 5 poisoning Jake?
No.
How do I not know? Wait.
How do I not know? Good question, Ron.
Wait. Quote Andrade. How you know?
How you know?
How you know?
Good question, Ron. How do you not know? But no, for reals is having Jake be out means that there's one less person on the podcast, which means we don't get a good story from Jake about him beating us, and we don't get a good story about Jake winning the title for the Pick'em once again. And all of this now means that I have to fill in with my good buddy Ronathan and make, we got to fill the space that Jake would have normally come in and, razzmatazz it up.
I mean, I could tell you exactly how this podcast was going to go if Jake was on. We would talk about football. We would talk about poisoning him. And then we would talk about how none of us watched WrestleDream.
That is also true.
And we would have to like do the whole like what did Jake call it? The did you watch or what happened on?
That's true. Jake not being here means he doesn't get to institute his crazy like describe the thing. Except the problem is you usually do the like, did it go like this? Did you watch describe the thing? If one person watches it. And so then that one person has to verify if everybody else did it, but that's not a thing.
Well, I'm gonna break the fourth wall here just a little bit. I watched like 4/5 of
Four-fifths?
Wrestle. Yeah, 4/5 of WrestleDream.
33% of 45.
Yeah, I got.
Hit me with the
I watched 80% of WrestleDream, and
decimal.
I think this is where the burnout comes into place. There was a point when it was the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand, and I literally was just like, you know what? I should just get some work done. And so I had it on in the background, and I didn't retain like any knowledge. Like I would look back, like okay, so the main ones that I watched were Jurassic Express defeating the Young Bucks, Kyle Fletcher defeating Mark Briscoe, Statlander defeating Tony, and then Hangman beating Samoa Joe.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 questions because I
Okay.
thought of another one. Did any of these matches really move you?
Hangman Samoa Joe did, and Fletcher and Mark Briscoe did.
And see, I didn't watch. I've only seen like clip shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The part that throws me though is those 2 matches that you described, the Hangman, which of course was the world title, so I mean there's a little bit of makes sense there.
Yeah.
And then the TNT championship. One, the champ retained, which is not bad, but like
Yeah.
sometimes you want to see stuff get mixed up.
Yeah.
But 2, I feel like everyone is talking about the Moxley Darby match.
Oh, about how the children shouldn't watch AEW?
Well, yes, but we saw that at the other one where
where we saw children cry and
we saw the family
play ostrich in the seats.
Right, that was great times, good times. But I'm gonna have one problem with the Moxley Darby Allin thing.
Shout out to Borderlands.
Yeah, I have one problem with Moxley Darby.
Yeah.
Did we need Sting?
No, because I thought the passing of the torch already happened with Sting.
Exactly. When we were at All In and Darby came in and did his thing, it was clear, like, yeah, Darby's going to do his own thing now. What's good? And that was going to be that. And now, I guess Sting is still around watching him. The whole point was like when he retired, all right, Darby, like the mentorship that we did, like go fly.
Yeah, Darby's his own man.
And now, not only did Sting come back, weird full beard, all white Sting came back.
Yeah, he's
That
like
was also,
Gandalf the Grey.
That was also a weird look. And like I've had my quote unquote issue with Sting in the past. Not like
you beef. Well, that's just because he's an old wrestler. You hate old wrestlers.
Well, I mean, let's not get way ahead of ourselves. But you're on
you
the right.
Poison Jake.
You're on the right train track, just not on the right train.
Choo choo.
I don't. There was no need. Like we already drew out Sting retiring, and he finally retired. Cool. There's some finality. He retired. Call it a day. He retired, and then he randomly like teleports in to choke out John Moxley for a little bit. And I think the part that made no sense to me at the end of it all is when they were asking John, first of all, John Moxley, the man who did like, wasn't he the one that was part of the exploding barbed
wire death match?
And he's done all this, and you're telling me a Scorpion Deathlock is what finally does him in?
Yeah, that makes no sense to me because in my head, I was trying to justify it. I was like, there is glass in the water. There is water in the ring. He's waterboarding himself probably with the Scorpion Deathlock, but nothing about it sold me is that now if John just put like his face in the water and started like bubbling the water, like breathing out, and you see the bubbles coming from his mouth, and you know, have like the gasps of desperation and whatnot, I could probably believe it. But not even the "I quit" was audible.
Yeah,
Like
you
it
had
just
to
looked like he just looked
assume.
up, and all of a sudden he's like, "Ding, ding, ding! Ring that bell."
Yeah, he like looked up at the ref, and the ref was like, "He said I quit." And it's like, is not the whole point to like get the mic down up in their face and get them to
Yeah.
say it? Like that whole
Like I would
match,
have been happy if he just tapped,
yeah.
but
Which I mean,
it doesn't feel definitive at
it just
all.
it felt weird because it, like I said, it felt weird to have Sting suddenly be a thing again, and you're like, okay, I guess. Welcome
Yeah.
back again, Sting. And can I tell you, it made me really think about it. Like I was sitting there going like, like why does this bother me? You know what I mean? Like I was sitting here trying to decide,
Old
why
wrestler.
does this bother me? Huh?
Old wrestler.
No, genuinely, I'm sitting here going like, why does this bother me? And then it clicked with me because I thought about the fact that the Undertaker has also been doing something similar where he's retired but keeps popping up.
Mhm.
However, the Undertaker retired.
Yeah.
The dead man retired. The only way he's been popping up lately is his American Badass look.
Mhm.
He has not popped back up as like, the dead man Undertaker. Even in that chaotic like spot fest ending of 40, when
Mhm.
he popped out, he was just him in a hoodie. And so it clicked.
So you
That's
think
what
Sting should have been Surfer Sting when he came down? Because he
I
retired
think.
the Crow Sting, but hasn't retired Surfer Sting yet?
I mean, maybe, but I think my problem is more specifically that it was like Sting, like the Crow Sting.
Mhm.
If it was just him coming down, no face paint, just him, I'd been like, oh, that's kind of a neat callback.
It's like, yo, that's Steve Borden.
But the fact that, like, well, that's just it. You look at when the Undertaker popped up in 40, you still said, oh, check it out, the Undertaker. You didn't say Mark Calloway, but you could still say like, oh, it's the Undertaker. But there was that feeling of like, he didn't come out as the dead man.
Yeah.
He just came out like, I'm obviously still around. I hang out.
They still have supernatural powers.
Yeah, because I'm still that guy. I just don't come
Yeah.
out like that guy. And so that, when I look at that appearance from that longtime legend who's coming back to help, that's how you do it. Having Sting come back and still put on the face paint, even though he's got long white hair and a full beard, no longer just the goatee, but still painted over it. I think that's the part where it was like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is because this was supposed to be Sting retired, and yet he's still here. When like Mick Foley would interject himself into things, he popped out as Mick Foley, not as Mankind.
Yeah.
When Hunter Hearst Helmsley comes out, Paul Levesque or whatever, he comes out as Paul. He's not rolling out anymore as the Game.
Yeah, he's got that pacemaker.
When you see Shawn Michaels, he's not the sexy boy. He's the
Head of NXT.
Head of NXT, coming up with some really stupid, silly TikToks, but still,
He's a good boy.
Watch the most recent like NXT one with him in it. Like, it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I think when I really sat down and think about it, that's actually the part that made me be like, that's what I have a problem with it, is that we were supposed to be drumming up, the end of the icon, this is the last time you'll see him, and then you keep seeing him.
Yeah.
So I long for that finality of like, hey man, you said you were gone. No offense, but be gone.
Well, he still has at least one more appearance in him because he has to give Darby the other half of his face paint.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. The point is that whole match was weird. It did a lot of the hardcore things and did a lot of unique things, but it felt weird to not get a proper I quit. It felt weird to just like I quit over a submission move.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt weird to have Sting coming back because,
Like,
hey,
if we're going to be lighting someone on fire and if we're going to be slaughtering people in like a prison setting, then there should have been a bone saw, and Darby should have like threatened to like saw off John Moxley's arm if he didn't tap or anything
Yeah.
like that. Like, I would have loved to see that. Like, see the violence escalate even further, but a Scorpion Deathlock, I don't know, didn't hit for me.
yeah, and that's what's sad is what you see so much is talking about that particular match. Wow, it was crazy. But when I go back and like watch, I'm like,
You gave me WWE. You like you build it up.
That was
It's
a
gonna be great.
that was a
And
WWE ending
yeah,
saying like, "Hey, welcome to this Hell in a Cell match. We call no contest if you bust out a sledgehammer, though."
yeah. It's so silly. So silly. AEW, you had well, I wouldn't say you had a good pay-per-view. It was a okay pay-per-view. And I hate saying that, but it's probably because I'm burned out on wrestling. And that's why we spent half of this podcast talking about things other than and I think in fact, like, you found out that I actually did watch this pay-per-view on this podcast.
Yeah, and even not even the wasn't even the whole thing though.
No. But
And
I
and
had
what's
work
also
to do.
and what's also crazy is honestly, I think the biggest thing to come out of last week wasn't exactly even WrestleDream. It was Mercedes Moné like breaking the title belt record
Yeah.
of 12, I believe it is.
Yeah. She now has the Women's World Television Championship, the Ring of Honor Championship.
Uh-huh. And here's the thing, even that,
Ultimo Money.
like on the one hand, hell yeah, super cool, great. Cannot be any more proud of you. But on the other hand, I'm sitting here going like, okay, because I worry that we're gonna start getting into I don't know, a Lesnar Roman Reigns kind of feel of like, you look at all these titles you got, and you're like, okay,
What are they worth?
yeah.
What do they mean?
Because here's the thing, when someone has like 2 or 3 titles, we start fussing at them to like, okay, well, you only seem to defend it on every once in a while.
Yeah.
And now that you have 12, like, are you gonna?
Yeah, she just defended the TBS championship on WrestleDream, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, I watched it, but I didn't like watch it. Jake is gonna have to start watching wrestling again.
Yeah, Jake, if you're sick, you're gonna have to start watching wrestling.
Like, Jake, because Ace poisoned you,
I didn't poison you.
you have the ability to stay home and watch the wrestling then, now, and forever. And you're going to be able to carry this podcast because the two of us, me and Ace here, I mean, we're a dynamic duo, but we're not watching wrestling in this household. We're complaining about football. We're talking about John Halo,
No,
and we're talking about how he poisoned you.
no. Can I tell you what's crazy is I feel like we are up to date on what's going on with wrestling, but that's just because nothing has come out yet where you feel like you have to catch it live.
Yeah.
Nothing has been so like, oh my god, did you see that? That you have to catch it live, and I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah, I want there to be something big and huge again.
Like, not to just use WrestleMania as the example, but I would say seeing the end of WrestleMania 40 live was a different experience than like catching it later.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, because if you're watching things live, then you have, I think you have the collective knowledge of everyone else that is watching it live. Whereas if you're watching it later, which recently we all have been doing,
Yeah.
then you're just like, oh, okay, well,
Well,
these
see,
people knew before
that's why I
me.
say
You know,
being there live and being like, holy crap, he's gonna win, and then oh my god, Solo Sikoa came out, and oh my god, John Cena came out, and oh my god, The Rock came out, and then oh my god, The Undertaker came out. Though that progression of like watching it live, you're like, whoa, next thing, whoa, next thing, whoa, next thing, cannot be replicated when after the fact you hear about the match and you're like,
mhm,
oh, I'm gonna go look at it now.
yeah.
You
Well, I mean,
know,
we are getting a women's blood and guts match pretty soon in AEW,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that should be good. Raise the stakes. Raise the stakes.
And here's the thing: if you're going to have a blood and guts match, really give us something.
You flat out want to see someone die in the ring.
Not, I don't need death,
You want
but
to
I need
see syringes and poison.
what I want to see is
Tekla's supposed to be in it.
what I want to see more specifically is I want to see something that's unique and not just, oh, we did this for the men and now we're doing it for the women.
I mean, it sounds like, they were building up to uh like a good storyline for the blood and guts match. I almost called him the Death Triangle. That's Pac and the Lucha Bros. The
Woo!
Triangle of Death? Is that what they're calling them?
I
Not
don't
Death
know.
Triangle, but Triangle of Death or Triangle of Madness or something like that. So something to do with three sides. Either way, um, they are building to something good. I want to see something really neat out of it, and yeah, I want to see a syringe that Excalibur used on Jake.
I just I just want to see something that's like legitimately new to
I want to see a flamethrower burn a man.
well, okay, here's I guess what I mean. Um
You don't want the simple like everyone gathers in one spot and does a
a
thing. You want
prime
to
example is Io Sky doing a big crossbody at the last War Games. Everybody
you better
does.
not be
No,
talking
let me
trash about
finish.
the trash can.
No, no, no. That's what I'm saying. What I'm specifically saying is I want something like that, something that's expected and then enhanced. We all know that in any big cage match, there's always, especially with lots of people, there's always going to be one big, like huge, one person takes out, 90 people level of spot move. That's required for multi-person cage matches.
You
It's
think
it's
Tekla will climb on the cage and then jump on someone?
I want her to do that, and I want her to do it with something. Do it with a chair.
Spider webs.
Do it. Yes,
She's Batman.
bring some of those
Oh
like
no, Spider Man. What did I
like
say? Batman.
I don't know. Bring some of those like you bring like a strand of those like spider decoration things that you put around your house.
Recreate Toby Maguire and Randy Savage. Bonesaw is ready.
I guess my point more is
3
I,
minutes of playtime.
I want specifically that where it's something that we know is coming. Here's what sweetens it. If that makes
I
sense.
want Mark Briscoe MJF levels of thumbtacks.
Yeah, sure. Or Legos, I'll accept.
Gummy bears, perhaps.
Not gummy bears. That one, I saw that match, and I mean, even at their like stalest, hardest, I wouldn't consider them a threat. Ooh, some jacks. It's like some straight up jacks.
Oh, those kid. Ooh, ooh. But what would that be like in a women's blood and guts match?
Like, you know, those little
Eyeliner caps.
I was gonna say those little like tiny gemstones that you use to bedazzle stuff.
Oh, ooh! If they had just got like rhinestones.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that would hurt.
Tony, I know you listen.
Tony, we want rhinestones. We want eyeliner caps. We want nail clippers too. I want a nail clipping spot.
No, you know what? Go full gross. Find somebody.
Someone with a pair of tweezers just pull out like fingernails.
Oh, I was gonna go super gross and find someone who has definitely been saving their toenail clippings.
Right.
Drop that in the ring.
Oh God,
Ugh,
that'd be insane.
I think.
No, I want someone to full on like peel someone's like fingernail completely off.
Oh no. Ugh, as somebody who's had that on their big toe. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it big, that's a good spot.
Ugh. Now I don't
Why'd
know.
you poison Jake?
I didn't poison Jake.
Oh, when are you gonna do it again?
Do what?
Poison Jake?
I didn't poison Jake.
But if you were, when would be the next time you would do it?
I'm not. I would never do that.
I mean, you know his vaccination record.
No, I don't.
You think about this far more than any regular human would.
That's not true.
You know, I'm gonna disappoint Jake. I don't know who poisoned him. I'm trying to get a confession out of you, and it's just not working.
It's almost like I didn't do it.
Almost. But that means there is room for reasonable doubt.
Well, so an argument could technically be made that until you find who did do it, because there's no way to prove a negative, I can't like provide evidence that I didn't do it because that's not a thing. Like I can
Dude, it's MAGA America. I just need to get on social media and say that you did it.
I can don't do that. I can only say like where I was and why I didn't do it.
So you have a lullaby.
Alibi.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said lullaby.
Yeah.
Alibi.
Well, lullaby.
No.
Because you put Jake to sleep
No, I think he's awake.
with your poison. You had a lullaby for him. I think that's the show.
Is it the show?
Yeah, because I can't get a confession out of you, and it's hard.
It's because I didn't do it. You cannot make me confess.
But you're still my number one suspect. You know who my number you know who my number two suspect is?
Who?
Me.
Awesome.
And it can't be me.
Why?
Because it's you.
Ron, did you poison Jake? Ron. Ron. Oh my god.